here we are again. My attempt is to go after little steamer clams. See if my wife and I can get a limit each of steamer clams. 40 per person. See a lot of diggings, but there's none right here. So let's give this a try. When you go raking for steamer clams, if it's a beach where a bunch of people have already been, you're not going to find too many good areas unless you know what to look for. If you see the gravel is all clean looking like this, there's sand exposed, someone already dug through here. Go to the edge of where they finished and start digging where it's dirtier looking gravel, and that'll help you get better steamer clams. Anyway, you'll find them more. So that's a good tip for you to know. Just carry on from what they left off. If you can't find anything good, go to someone else's spot, or go picking for a clean area which is dirty. It's all muddy or a silty look. Like this is really silty here. Give that a try. You might find a lot more keeper steamer clams where no one's touched it in a year. So good luck with your steamer clam digging. All right, I took a scratch, and that little tiny scratch right there had 4 steamers. We're throwing them in a pile, and then we'll measure them here in a second. But anyway, with these steamers, you want to go down about 2.5 inches. They're really shallow, but throw them all in a pile, and when we get ourselves a good pile, we'll measure them up from there. So it's just a matter of us raking carefully and seeing if we can get our limit. If we should get our limit pretty quick if these guys are big enough. That's the if. I have some clams piled here with my wife. We're kind of throwing them all in the same pile. Anyway, it's 40 clams. They have to be 1.5 inches. I didn't get it on video, but this bucket with that hole was left on the beach by somebody. And I actually didn't think about it right away. And then I said, oh, they took and made their measuring device right there on their bucket. That's 1.5 inch measuring device. So what you want to do is measure the whitest part of the clam. And if it's bigger than the whitest part and it doesn't fall through the hole, that's a keeper. So 49 to go. So what I'm going to do is count to about 20, and then I'll do the count to the next 20 to get my limit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 17, and then I'll do this. 18, 19, wow, these are all decent size, and 20. I did forget to mention, when you're done, make sure your clams are put back in the hole at least 1.5 inches deep, and bury your hole. You know, fill in your hole. There you go. Okay, go 5 more.
1, 2, whoops.
Yeah.
4 and a 5.
1 limit, 2 limits, 40 each. Make sure you have them in separate containers until you get them at least in your car or get home. So once they go in the bucket, it's also known as retention. You don't want to put them in the bucket until you've measured them and made sure they're 1.5 inches or bigger. Time to fill the holes in. All right, holes are filled in. I see a lot of clams still sticking up. So what I want to do is poke them into the sand a little bit so the seagulls can't get to them and they can be for next year's harvest. Okay, and I'll get back to you once I've cleaned the clams. This is a beautiful spring day too. Anyway, the people that were down here already got their limits and are gone. There they are, cleaned up. These are known as Manila clams. I'm going to point this down a little more. These are known as Manila clams. Buried the holes, and anyway, still out in the water. Yes, it was nice. And that hole in the side of the bucket here, I'll do it from the inside, that's actually quite neat if you think about it, because I don't have to worry about having a measure on me. It's on my bucket. Whoever lost this on the ocean beach, you had a heck of a cool idea. And I appreciate, well, sorry you lost your bucket. So anyway, if you like this video, press like. If you want to see more of my types of videos, hit the notification bell. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It'll go a long ways to help me make more videos. That's my wife. That's her limited clam she's working on cleaning. Thank you for watching. It's a nice oyster bed.